Hello from Mexico and welcome back to our channel. So today I'm back here at our home build here in Mexico to give you guys a look at what's going on here. We have a lot of stuff happening, which is gonna make sense pretty soon. I'm pretty sure by the next vlog, all of this will come together and make sense. But I just wanna give you guys updates on everything that's happening because it's a lot and I want you to be able to see the process. So if you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. You can turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. And if you love the video, you can also hype it. So with all of that being said, let me show you what's going on here at our home build in Mexico. Let's go. Okay, as you guys saw last time, this portion of the floor is finished. We have this portion of the floor, and these guys have moved. So they've completed the dining room, they're moved into the kitchen, and they're almost done with the kitchen. But I want to show you guys something because there were a ton of comments about the flooring. So I want to explain a couple things. Okay, so there was a lot of concern about the amount of adhesive that was being used under the tiles. There are only a couple places on this floor that they had to use a little bit more. So instead of doing leveling, which Fidel wasn't comfortable with, he wasn't comfortable with the self-leveling. So instead of doing that, what they did was where they had to use more adhesive than normal, or what was recommended, they checked the integrity afterwards. So they checked for the lippage, they checked the sound of it, they did all of the checks. So they did everything that they needed to do to make sure that the tile and the adhesive underneath was not compromised. But now that they've moved on to this, so now what they're doing is they're measuring it in each place. So they do have levels. As you guys can see the strings, those are levels to make sure everything is leveled. But what they have also done, or what Fidel has done, is he's went and measured the amount of adhesive, and we only have a couple spots, it's very few, that go over 1/2 inch. And it's between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. So the tile is fine. I know a lot of you are very concerned about that. The tile is fine. These guys know what they're doing. They have installed tiles here in multiple homes for the past 20 years. I've seen almost every single floor that they've installed, which is why we went with them and why we had these guys just do it, because there's not any issues with any of the floors that they've installed. So very confident in the flooring. If you're still not confident in it, it's okay because it's not your flooring. But I promise you that they are doing everything that they need to do to make sure that this floor is installed properly. But I know there was a little bit of concern. Also, there were a couple people that were worried about this not being cleaned off all the way, and that I went through and cleaned off some tiles. That's fine. It comes right off with water, nothing else. So just some water on a towel and I got all of it off. So I'm also not worried about that. So that's an explanation of the floor, because I know there were a lot of people that were very concerned about it. Another thing that happened also, the fridge back in the box. Just so you guys know, the guys did put the box back over it. We left all the plastic on the outside of it. It didn't get damaged or anything, but we did have to take it out and test it. Also, when it was moved and transported and all of that, it never went on its side. It never laid down at all. It was straight up and down the entire time they transported it and moved it in. So that's why we brought it in the night before. It sat, and then we plugged it in the next day. So there were a couple people that brought that up too. I just want to make sure that I'm answering you guys' questions and addressing some of the concerns, because I know it's a little bit different when you are watching a video of it versus seeing it in person. And so just remember that I do have complete faith and trust in my husband and these workers. So another change that happened is I had to change the sink that I got. So I couldn't get the sink that I wanted, unfortunately, because of all of the stuff that's happening between the US and Mexico as far as shipping goes, which is actually kind of fine, because I was able to find a different one at Inner Ceramic, and when it's put next to my floor and what we're using for the countertops, it is beautiful next to both of them. So I'm kind of actually happy that I couldn't go with that option. So I can't really show you very well, but it's a beautiful sink nonetheless. And you guys will get to see it once it's all installed. But we do have the kitchen sink. It's getting ready to get installed because we need it to be installed temporarily, which is something else I'm gonna go get into. Now, the other thing that I haven't covered a lot is what this thing is on my front porch. So Fidel and the guys have been staying over here. Not all of the guys, obviously. Sometimes they'll take turns if Fidel needs a break or wants to be at the house or if we have something going on. But we constantly have somebody staying here at the house site with the dogs, with our animals. There's always somebody here staying at the house site. That's just to protect everything that's here because we don't have a wall around the property. We don't have our doors in yet and things like that. But Fidel is getting rid of this because now the house is to a point where he can put a temporary room in the house for him or whoever's staying here. And so now this is all getting moved. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this because I hate this. I don't hate it. I just, it's just been there for so long and I just would like to see like my full front porch without it there. But anyway, so I'm going to show you the things that Fidel is doing in order to move this into the inside. So he can just get rid of all of the wood and he'll have more like a regular kind of bedroom here. And Fidel has been doing this for almost the entirety of this build, guys. So I'm going to be really excited when we're moved into this house and then I, can have my husband with me every single night. So, but let me show you what Fidel's doing to modify or to move this into the house. Okay, so these guys are putting a temporary door on this bathroom so that there is a bathroom, like a functioning bathroom here at the house site. The sewage line has been dug and is connected now to the rest of the town. So now that we have that in place, we can put in a temporary bathroom. They're going to install, so the toilet is installed back there. You can't really see it, I don't want to get in their way. But the toilet is installed and the sink will be installed because they already poured the cement on the top of the bathroom counter. So these things will be installed. We will have to move the toilet when they're ready to lay the tile in here. And when we're ready to put the countertop on, we'll have to uninstall the sink, which is fine. So I know some of you are gonna be like, that doesn't make sense. It does make sense to us. They need a functioning bathroom here. We haven't had one the whole build. So we're putting in a temporary bathroom so that it functions, but obviously it has to have a door on it. Dark in the laundry room, but they have the form portion put up on top of I'm gonna call it the countertop, but it's in the laundry room. So the table and the countertop in the laundry room, they're going to build out the rebar that needs to go inside of it and then finish the form so that concrete can be poured inside. But this is getting ready. This should be poured, I'm gonna say in the next couple of days, maybe the next week. So this whole thing will get poured and then this will have its countertop as well. We have Ray here today. He is going through and installing some of our electric lines so that we have lights like in the bathroom and in the kitchen and things like that. So he's going through and installing some of those lines right now. So, and then he's also, because he does electricity and plumbing, so he's also helping with the install of the temporary bathroom. Right now I'm in the primary bathroom. It has its countertop as well and the cutouts for the sinks and the spouts. So that is cut out. We will have double sinks in here, of course, because Fidel and I don't want to have to share a sink. No, I just wanted a double sink in there. I've never had a double sink, so I got a double sink. Now I'm up here on the second floor because Fidel is moving his bedroom, or the bedroom that they use when they stay overnight at our house site. He is moving it up to my office temporarily. So you guys aren't going to see any work happen in my office until everything else is ready in the house, as far as like the wall finishes and that, because Fidel's stuff will be in here. Like they'll have a bed and a TV and all of that, and it's just to stay here in the house. But now that there is what they need to kind of close this off, Fidel is going to be putting a temporary door up, just like we have a temporary door for the bathroom downstairs, and it'll just allow this house to function a little bit for these guys and for Fidel until we get through the rest of this build. And here's the temporary door. It has not been cut yet, I don't think. ¿Tú lo corta esta, Fidel? Oh, sorry, it has been cut. It's been cut to fit. Okay. We were going to leave it with the people to have them cut it. I can't remember. We got it from like a little local place, but they couldn't get it back to us in time if they cut it. So that's why Fidel brought it home and he's just cutting it. But it's literally just a raw door. The doors in here won't look like this. These were just a cheaper solution for these two temporary doors because we only need two of them right now. There was a comment that said, don't worry about, well, there were multiple comments that from a lot of you that said, don't worry about explaining yourself. And I realize that I've done that a lot in this vlog. So I do want to say that I apologize. I am trying to work on that. I think that sharing our life and our family for 6 years has kind of conditioned me to try and combat the negativity. I won't ever combat it completely, right? Because there's always going to be something that somebody's not going to like. Even there's people in there that hate the flooring, and they have, they're just like so appalled that this is the flooring we chose for our house. Like, I'm never going to make everybody happy. But I know that there are a couple of things that I do try to combat when I make these vlogs, and I really am trying to not do that so much. So we'll see how the rest of this vlog goes. But I promise you that I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. It's just 6 years. But the good thing is that you guys, all of the people who have been here, whether you're new or not, but you're here positively and you're encouraging and all of that, it always outweighs the negative. But there's always going to be negative, guys. So that's what 6 years has taught me. So one thing that will be happening here in my office is that the electrician is going to be installing all of the contacts, which are the outlets, right? So that Fidel has full use of the outlets and also the light in this room. That's one of the things that the electrician is doing, in addition to making sure that the light works in the temporary, in the bathroom that's temporarily installed, and the living room and kitchen. What Fidel's doing right now is installing the frame for the temporary door, just so it fits better, it has a better fit. And this is right up Fidel's alley, guys. He loves whenever he gets to work with wood. Buen trabajo. Perfect fit. ¿Por qué instalar el piso antes y no pintar primero?
Bueno, tenía esa opción, pero la verdad que también como yo también trabajo un poco ya solamente pensé en poner el papel, pinto como que pinte la escuela, o en mi línea para no manchar el tallo, y también, también hay otra opción, si quieres, pues también se puede hacer primero, también se puede hacer esto aquí después, porque hay muchas personas que a veces no tienen el recurso, entonces no quieren que hagas todo lo demás y hago como
el último el piso. So really it's just preference. In their opinion, it's just preference. So Fidel's preference was just to install the flooring first, and then we'll paint afterwards. So, and I think they want to paint all at once. And as you can see, some of our walls are not ready to be painted, but I think when they're ready to paint, they want to be able to just paint all at once. So, yeah, I mean, that's the only reason. But they're very careful with everything here, so I'm not worried about them damaging the floor. They've been very careful. I know the floor downstairs looks dirty, but that's normal because we're missing a front door and things like that. But as soon as all of that is done, also we couldn't install like our front door or even measure for it until we knew exactly where the floor was gonna be so that there wasn't any gaps. I just want to point out that my husband can quite literally do anything. And this is why I love him. The reason that I wanted to record him doing this is because I feel like there have been questions throughout the videos about whether or not there would be drywall on our walls, which there won't be, and how things get attached. It isn't traditionally, I guess, in the States, what you would see with houses up there, because they're built out of wood and drywall and things like that. And so I wanted to show you guys how something like this, for example, a wooden door gets attached to something in our home that is concrete. As you can see, Fidel has made marks on the wall, and marks on the wood pieces line up with that. And so he's gonna be drilling into the wall so that he can attach the wood piece.
Yo necesito grabar, so ellos ven el proceso.
No, es que dice, es un dicho que dice, no mires porque si no se va a ver. No se ve.
Yo sé. But I said, don't look at me. Don't make me mess up. I'm not gonna be able to stay for the entire door installation, so I'm gonna let Fidel explain to you how these are gonna go into the wall. There are these plastic things that get hammered in first. The screw goes inside of that. That's how the wood attaches to the wall. We are able to attach things to our walls. It just is done a little bit different than what you guys are used to. It's not just a nail in the wall. That does have to have that plastic thing in it to keep it stable and to hold it into the wall. There's a look at everything that's going on at the house. I have a meeting though, and I have to record the first episode of Vlogmas for you guys. So I'm gonna go and get all of those things done. So I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I will be back with another house update. Like I said, there's a lot of house updates, but we'll be back with another house update very soon so you can see the progress on all of these things. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next vlog. Bye guys.